What's going on, guys? It's Sam with the Film Fan Club, and I just saw Bates Motel Season 3. It's on Netflix. What did I do? Sat down, watched the first 3 episodes of Season 3. It was pretty good so far. Let me give you a little bit of overview of Seasons 1 and 2 so far. Not, of course, the plot, because hopefully if you're watching the Season 3 review, you know that, right? So, Seasons 1 and 2, I really liked it. I watched it. I was on Netflix. It's my only exposure to it. I think it's on A&E or whatever, and Season 4 is actually about to start, so hopefully I'll get all these reviews done before Season 4 starts, so, because that would make sense, right? So how did I like Seasons 1 and 2? I think they were very good. Season 2 was a little bit, it was kind of a little bit not as good as Season 1, but it's always hard to, I feel like, match the first initial storyline that started everything. Season 3 so far, let's talk about the first 3 episodes. It's been pretty good so far. I'm actually really liking it. There's a lot of exposition. I watched it with Hannah, of course, and I turned over, and after the first episode, I was like, yeah, this was like 90% exposition, wasn't it? And it really was. But then this film, it's not a movie review, it's a show review. We do those. The show is kind of a slow burn nonetheless. It kind of takes a while to get the ball rolling, but once the ball gets rolling, oh boy does it get rolling. What's the characters up to this season? Okay, well, Norman, he had a near-death experience last year. He got trapped in a box for a little while last year. He's killed people now, and he's really kind of starting to grab a hold of that. He is breaking new ground finally. He actually has a seemingly stable relationship going on with Emma, and which leads me to a critique. It was very rushed, the relationship with Norman and Emma. I mean, they've known each other for 2 years, but it felt like for 2 years they were just kind of in this stagnant kind of friendship, not going anywhere, friend zone kind of thing, and like Norman friend zoning Emma. And then in the beginning of this season, it's just like, okay, you know what? Actually, we should date. Good idea. Let's date. Okay. And there was no progression. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more progression. Granted, maybe this is something that just needed to happen at the beginning of the season so they could have it play out a little bit later and have that kind of come into the story and maybe cause something just for Norman to like emotionally react to later. I don't know. First 3 episodes, but I am judging the first 3 episodes right now. There's a dog barking outside. I am judging the first 3 episodes, and in the first 3 episodes, I'm just telling you, it seems like the relationship with Norman and Emma is kind of being a little bit rushed, but Emma is not the only girl, neither is Mother. They're not the only girls in this show anymore. There is a new girl. Her name is Annika. She went to Bates Motel. She checked in. She's one of those people that checked in and never got a chance to check out because, spoilers, this is a spoiler review now. She's dead. So I'm really excited to see where that comes through. And a question I had at the end of the season is or end of episode 3 rather, is what does she have in her hand? Why is her death scene was a little bit it was stereotypical, where she's got the last breath and she's like, to use this thing for the thing, and you have a destiny. Why? Okay, whatever. The death scene is a little bit cheesy, but I think it provides a really promising storyline for Norma in the future. And one thing I forgot to mention earlier about Emma is I just love the fact how she's constantly getting pitted against other members of the Bates family. I feel like right now, as the end of episode 3, she has promised Norman, his brother, and their mother all that they won't tell the other members of the family something about each other, and I think that's really cool. I love the little subtleties like that, and I really do enjoy seeing Norman and Emma kind of get a chance to be happy together because, as we know, we know Psycho, how everything is going to end. And it's really, it's funny because the Bates Motel on their Facebook, they're like saying, will Norman go full psycho? It's like, duh, this is a prequel, right? You're not going to go X-Men Days of Future Past on me, are you? But it's really sad though, because you get to see these characters, Mother, Norman, Emma, you get to see them be happy for a little while before it inevitably falls apart. But of course, I think Emma actually has a very short lifespan, so maybe she'll die before Norman goes crazy, and maybe he won't even get the opportunity to kill her. That'd be kind of happy ending, right? I don't know. So what do I think of the first 3 episodes? I think they're really good. It's a very good start to the season. Bates Motel has always been one of my favorite shows ever since I discovered it back in season 1 on Netflix, and I can't wait to review the rest of it, guys. Just a little preview of how it's going to go. Episodes 1 through 3, that was this episode, or this video. Next video, I'm going to talk about 4 through 6, and then probably do 7, 8, 9, and then I'll just kind of review the whole season. So it'll be like three or four videos, and I'll just kind of go by piece by piece. Originally, I was going to do the first 5 episodes of the season, but that episode 3 ended with such a cool cliffhanger with the dead girl and Norma calling the police, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is going crazy. I can't wait to see what happens next, and I can't wait to review it for you guys. So that'll be up soon. In this, I'll have a playlist, I'm sure, created for Bates Motel, so check that out. Follow me on the various social media sites at Samuel D. Carrico, and the Film Fan Club show is every Wednesday on this channel. Thanks a lot, guys.